Hey everyone, welcome Younique presenters. This is a training just for you. And I'm Steve McDonald. I'm president of the Practical Social Media University. And I see everybody starting to stream in here. It's just fantastic. Let me tell you a little bit about what you're going to learn today. Because I've been training with direct sellers and network marketers since 1998. Now that dates me a little bit, but everything you're going to hear today, none of it was even in existence or close to it back then. But what you're going to hear today is the few things from all of the latest and greatest online opportunities to market your business that will get you the biggest results in the smallest amount of time. So I just want to welcome people as they're coming in. Hello, Jeannie, Nicola, Laura, Tracy, Vanessa, Patricia, Lori, Ashley, Kim. Look, guys, I'm just excited. Let me tell you a little bit about what we're going to go over here, and then I'm going to get right into the good stuff, okay? What we're going to talk about is all the newest and latest and greatest in online marketing, and specifically the new Facebook features, the online conversation starting tools that they've come out with, and how you put those together specifically for your unique business. All right. Now, what I also want to do is I want to make sure that it's always good just to do a sound check. Can you hear me? Just go into the chat box and say, sounds good, clear, I can hear you. No problem, Steve. And then I'm good to go and we can get right into the presentation. All right. Let me just go over and check and see. Let me see. Tanya, I can hear you. Cindy, I can hear you just fine. Rochelle, yes, can hear you. Tara, I can hear you. Clear, Christine. Okay, fantastic. Here's what I want to do. I want to tell you that we're going to marry together two really important things, the fundamentals of marketing and growing your business with all these new lead opportunities, the tools and the features that have just come available. So get ready, pen and paper, because I want to make sure we're going to give you all kinds of action steps that you can put together immediately in your business. Now, are you ready for the biggest one? Bye-bye Facebook friend requests. What we're going to talk about is getting into one-on-one lead conversations without the need to send a friend request. So this is all my promises to you from this presentation, because I want you to go through it and I want you just to think, is it intuitive what Steve is saying, as well as smart to grow my business with Younique? Now, it's all newbie friendly. You can start from scratch. If you've got no leads, you've got no list, you've got no big social media following, that's okay. No problem, all right? Remember the awkward situations where you go up and you're trying to constantly get in front of new people, have new people to talk to in the business. It's the lifeblood of your business, right? Well, we're going to have people that are really coming to you, and the right people. Stay tuned in just a few minutes, because I'm going to talk about how you get the right leads coming to you, so you don't have to get into any of those awkward conversations anymore. And they're going to automatically come to you inside of a conversation, a one-on-one conversation. This is where some of the new features in Facebook are literally going to be a game changer for your business. And remember this, a good lead is a good lead when you can have that one-on-one conversation with them. If you can't connect with them one-on-one, that disqualifies them as a lead that's significant and a good one for your business. So I also want to talk about your parties, right? The free shopping links, the beauty bash, or I'm going to be your personal shopper for the evening. So however you're calling it, presenting it to your new leads, I'm going to show you ways directly that you can interject it into these automatic new one-on-one conversations and carry it on from there. Sound pretty good? I'm also going to talk about your monthly kudos and how you can make so much more out of that. All with these new tools and what you can do with people finding you online and interacting with them online, right? Okay, so let me give you a big example of what I'm talking about in these new Facebook conversation, automatic one-on-one conversation starting tools. Well, this is just a simple post. You've got to do this on a Facebook page, okay? Because Facebook, they separate church and state, right? Personal profiles from business profiles. So what I'm going to have you do is something really smart and then boost it out to the perfect leads for you and your business. And you can only do that through a Facebook page. Now, what Facebook has recently done is created the ability for anybody who comments on one of your Facebook page's posts or boosted posts, you can automatically send them a message directly into their inbox on Facebook Messenger. Remember, you used to have, right, a friend request to do that, or they had to message your business page first. So what I'm going to show you here is a simple, what I call a comments post. You've seen these on Facebook, right? Where people are asking simple questions to get simple comments down below. But what happens now is, especially when you boost these posts out to your perfect niche, your customer avatar, the people that are perfect for your business, then you can in advance create automatically a message that every time somebody comments gets sent to them. And the reason why this is so significant is because you can't be online all day long. But the perfect time to strike up a conversation is when somebody is online and they saw your post into their news feed and they stopped, they read it, and they commented. That's the time to start that automated conversation. Then you carry it on from there. So let me just show you how this all works. So this is Mary. Now, Mary's in the business. Mary is a diabetic woman, and she reaches out to other diabetic women online. And there are hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of thousands of people. No matter what the perfect customer avatar niche team member is for you, you can find them in mass online. So Mary's put together this post, Wishful Thinking Wednesday. If you could choose one food and make it completely carb and calorie free, what food would you choose? Let's stream together and I'll send you the link to my diabetic-friendly crock-pot cookbook. Now look at this. She got, off of a $25 boost, 118 comments. That's 118 times Mary sent an automatic message into the message inbox of everybody who commented. Now look at this. Chocolate, crusty Italian bread, blackberry cobbler, cake. Now let me see what this is, the message that she sent out. It's really easy to do. There's a third-party tool that you just put in the message. And Facebook knows everybody's first name, so you can actually personalize these messages. Wouldn't it be nice if we could pick and choose which foods have carbs on which days? I know it's hard to believe the carb lovers in our lives while keeping our numbers in check. So here's the link to get my free diabetic-friendly crockpot cookbook. Now here's what happens. When you send this kind of a message automatically to all those people commenting on your posts, on your Facebook page's posts, they open them up. All of our university members, myself, industry, we open our Facebook Messenger messages at a rate of about 85 to 90%. Because on our smartphones, we get the dings and the screen notifications, right? So it's not like getting email where most everything in there is something you just want to put into the trash folder. So when somebody opens up your message that you sent to them automatically, and they interact with it in any way, like clicking on a link or just answering a simple question you ask in that message, they become a subscriber of your Facebook page. You can now message them one-on-one anytime that you want. In fact, you can message all your subscribers together or even just subgroups of your subscribers. It opens up an entire new world of one-on-one communications from you and your Facebook page to the perfect leads for your business. Now, she got 71 new subscribers out of those 118 comments, $25 spent, that's 35 cents a lead, already in a one-on-one conversation with you, and they're the perfect people because you handpick the people that your Facebook page reaches out to, and you boosted the post just to them. Let me give you some other examples here. This is Monica. Monica lives on a farm. So she's a country girl, and she created the Country Girl Sisterhood around her business. And remember, when you do this, these are hundreds and hundreds of thousands of people online. So this isn't limiting in your business by any stretch of the imagination. What you're doing is you're creating a whole new stream of warm market leads, people who are just like you. And guess what? When they're just like you have built-in trust and credibility from the start. So not only can you get into these one-on-one lead conversations, but the whole follow-up and conversion process and recommendations with your free shopping links and everything, guess what? It's that much easier. They're that much more responsive, right? In that whole getting to know stage, you just bypass it because you're just like them. So here's what Monica did. She created a post off her Facebook page. She got 61 all-new one-on-one lead conversations started in one weekend for 22 cents each, all from a single Facebook post. Now here's the post, all right? Remember, she's a farm girl, a country girl. Play along with us and type a smell into the comments. Please like my page. She's got these great country girl, country mom hashtags. Name a smell that a country girl likes, but other people would think stinks. Right? A very simple question that is just getting people to put a very simple comment with an answer down below. So look at this, 433 comments. She started out with a $15 boosted post and did a few of those. I think 3 $15 boosted posts because it was working so well. Right? Look at this, WD-40 Fresh Hay. She got over 203 reactions, 96 shares. Absolutely incredible. In fact, this post went over 500 comments. That's 500 times. She sent an automatic message that she created in advance directly to the inbox of all these people. Look at this. The answers, the barn, horses, fresh cut hay, cow poo, cow poop. You know these are her country girl people. She's reaching out to her customer avatar. Now, see where it says page responded privately? That's the automatic message that she sent. Let me show you the message. This was to a woman, Alberta, who commented down below in her post. Hey, Alberta, thanks for commenting. Horses and all kinds of animal poop won hands down on the smells that we country girls love, but there's so many great ones. Should I do a favorite food or a favorite horse color next? I appreciate you playing along. Now, down below is Alberta. She opened up that message like 85–90% of the time it happens, and she answered the question that Monica put in there because you want to have somebody interact with that message you send to them after they open it up. That's how they become a subscriber. Then you can one-on-one message with them, right? I do the horse color. Although I only have brown horses, but I'm more of a cattle girl. I love my girls, my cows, more than any other farm animal. So this is the second message. You can create just one message. Alberta just became a subscriber, right? But now there's an offer attached to it. Remember Mary? She had in her very first message, she had a download, that Crockpot cookbook. Well, what Monica did, I'm just showing you a couple of different examples, she sent an automatic second message. And this was to a woman, Carrie, who opened up her first message and interacted with it. I would love for you to join our group, Country Girl Sisterhood. She created a free group on Facebook. The group is about support, motivation, and staying strong and healthy in order to continue to live the life we love. Click on the button below and then click like on my page, Country Girl Sisterhood. So this is how you're moving people along. Now, this is what Monica said afterwards. I asked her about this. She said, you're exactly right. Wow, I got 61 new subscribers. I spent $15. That was in one weekend. That's 22 cents a lead. And I asked her, well, how easy was this to do? So it was really easy to set up the auto responses. I actually had Steve's video from Practical Social Media University running as I was setting it all up. I just paused the video and did each step. So here's what I want to show you. Do you see how she wove in an offer? She just used a really simple, easy, fun, way to create a post on her Facebook page to get her niche interacting, commenting down below, and then started sending them automatic messages. Got all kinds of new subscribers. And do you see how you could do things like sharing your free shopping link? Do you see how that there's many, many different ways and offers that you could get people to take the next steps with you in the business? Now, 500, there's 433 there, but it went up over 500. How many times do you want to share an opportunity in your business with people just like Monica did, right? Now, here's another example. This is Raquel. She actually is a mother of an autistic child. And she reaches out to other moms of autistic children, and she asked, with a post on her Facebook page, a question about coping skills. She got 21 new subscribers, all these other autistic moms, in 2.5 hours. And she said, I stopped it after she spent $4.84 because too many of these new subscribers were coming in, and she was getting into convos with all of them, conversations. In fact, she said, I had over 1,600 likes on my page, and it was just crickets before. But now I'm into conversations with all of them. Let me just show you how easy this is. Melissa, she said, I just created my first boosted post and boosted it and also attached the message bot. Well, how you attach these messages, right, is what Facebook calls a chat bot. You just have to know the terminology. You don't have to know anything about the technology. Remember, this is all newbie friendly, right? So you just attach that message with this chat bot. And I said, did you do all this morning? He said, yeah, yes. It's super easy to do. So does this sound easy enough to you? Go to the chat box over there. Just type in yes or whatever you want over there. If you're looking at this and say, yeah, okay, on a Facebook page, I can put up a very simple post that just gets my customer engaged in answering simple questions and sending them an automatic message that goes directly to their Facebook Messenger inbox. I can do that. Let me go over. Hang on. Let me just check over here what you guys are doing, okay? Katie, yes. Danny, yes. Donna, yes. Victoria, yes, I can do that. Allison, Terry, Melissa, Jeannie, for sure. Brooke, Zoe, Michelle, Pam, I know I can do this. Fantastic, guys. This is pretty simple stuff. I know you're all incredibly adept at just doing things on Facebook, so we're just talking about using a simple Facebook post to engage with people who are just like you. All right, so this is just our first of 4 what I'm calling magnetic conversation starting ideas. All right, so I hope you have that pen and paper out and ready for more ideas because that's just the first one, all right? Remember my promise. Everything here is newbie friendly. You can start from scratch, but you need to have a plan, okay? I want you to have a plan. So let me show you what this plan is all about. I talked a little bit about it up front, right? We're going to take those marketing 101 fundamentals. If you went to any business library, you got books on marketing or starting a business, these would be the fundamental factors in starting your business. We're going to marry it with all the work that I've done with over 8,000 direct sellers and network marketers since 1998. And we're going to marry that with all the newest and latest conversation starting tools that Facebook is putting together to use Facebook Messenger as a marketing platform for you and your business. So 4 must-have action steps I'm going to give you, and 4 of the fastest ways to start Facebook conversations. I hope you're getting excited, right? Every time I talk and I train on this, I get super excited myself. So we're going to show you how to get those automatic one-on-one conversations with custom leads that are perfect for your business with low-cost Facebook ads with leads coming directly to you. So how does this help get customers and grow your team? Well, think about it, right? Think back to when you were very first starting the business. Who did you reach out to? Your warm market, right? Because these were people that you had a pre-established relationship with. You had some level of trust and credibility. What we just showed you there as one example is how you use Facebook as the mechanism to reach out and get in front of tens of thousands of people who are just like you, where you have built-in trust and credibility from the start. And the same way you can take the warm market relationships you started the business with, your friends and family, you can take these new warm relationships, came from a cold market, right? People that never knew you before, but you used Facebook to get out in front of them. And they see that you're just like them. Just like Monica, right? Reaches out to the Country Girl Sisterhood. Or Mary that reaches out to other diabetic women. Or Raquel that reached out to other moms of, autistic children. So this is huge. And remember, hundreds and hundreds of thousands of these people are just like you, are waiting online. The numbers get huge. All right. So Melanie is an Orange presenter. She's a member of our university and wanted to tell all of you why she was so excited about all of this. She said, we all need to constantly be creating new relationships all the time. And this plan caught my eye as it really shortcuts the whole getting to know process without being salesy. So how many of you spent tons and tons of time with new leads in just building the rapport and building the relationship? Right? That's what Melanie is talking about. This shortcuts that because they're people just like you, and you've got that built-in trust and credibility. So I guarantee you, right from the very first conversation you have with them, you can carry it on for hours, okay? Now, she went on to say, I can then have more opportunities faster to find more hostesses, make more sales, and grow my team. This is what we want when I talk about a plan. It's not just doing Facebook posts, but it's doing it strategically, okay? Because we all know this is a relationship business, but we have to have a volume of new relationships constantly coming into the business and then funnel down to get to customers and new presenters, right? So that whole area in the middle where the purple arrow is pointing to, that's that whole get to know process. We want to short circuit that. We want to shortcut that. Sound good? I hope it does, because this plan really works. And I'm so glad that you're here, because if you're not willing to learn, no one can help you. If you're determined to learn, no one can stop you. So let's continue the learning here, all right? So here's what I want you to do. I want you to start thinking about Facebook Messenger very, very differently, right? We all think about it as just kind of the inbox, outbox on Facebook, right? Sounds like something that, it's always been. But what I want you to do now is think more about it like a web page, right? Where you can put images and videos and links and create all this interactivity. Did you know that you can actually sell t-shirts inside of Facebook Messenger now? You can book hotel rooms inside Facebook Messenger. It's a whole new world. In fact, this is Mark Zuckerberg. This is at his latest developers conference, and he's talking about their 10-year roadmap. Well, Facebook Messenger is right at the heart of it, right in the middle. Here's why Messenger marketing is so important to you too. Did you know that there are now 1.2 billion active monthly members or users of Facebook Messenger? So this is a huge volume opportunity for you. Now, did you also know that Facebook Messenger is one of the top 4 messaging apps online? And those top 4 messaging apps have now overtaken the top 4 social networks in total in monthly active users. So this is not only where the conversation is happening, right? But it's where the volume of the conversation is happening. If you're not using this smartly in your business, you're missing out on just a huge opportunity. Now remember, I promised, we're going to have 4 must-have action steps. The number 1 action step for you to take, write this down, is focus, right? A perfect niche, a customer avatar for you and your business. Now, we've been talking a lot about it, but I just don't want you to take it from me or Mary or Raquel or Monica. These case studies, look at here. Here, this is Inc. magazine. How to narrow your target market. Companies that try to be all things to all customers are sure to fail. They didn't say, oh, just customers, or companies that are really big. Don't worry about this if you're a smaller company. It is applied to every single company. You can't be everything to everybody. And that's what this is talking about from Entrepreneur magazine. Why serve a niche market? A jack of all trades is a master of none. A deep understanding of their customers and their customers' needs and the ability to stay engaged with those customers. You have to have a deep understanding of your customers' needs. In fact, we show you how to do that, how to get that much more engagement out of everything that you're doing online and for your business. Now, if you were to go to Google and put in Wikipedia target market, this would come up. A well-defined target market is the first element to a marketing strategy. This is foundational, guys, this focus, this must-have action step. Now, here's a woman, Shauna, that was messaging into Amanda, who's in the business, and she had just become a part of Amanda's team. She said, I think the part that really drew me in was that you're a music teacher also. So Amanda was reaching out to other music teachers. In fact, she wrote this to me about her downline growth. She says, it was a long, arduous process before she was doing this, and I felt gross and salesy and like I was scraping to get by. Now I have customers coming to me every month, new recruits joining my team, and a community of super like-minded ladies who get me. So this is a sign from one of the many, many, many national conferences that happened this last year, right? Define who you are and who you want to serve, right? This is fundamental in your business. And remember, when you do this and you pick a customer avatar, a niche market that's just like you, it's going to be hundreds and hundreds of thousands strong online. So you're never going to worry about it running dry like your warm market can. Now, second action step, okay, of 4 is scale. We want you to be doing things less manually one-on-one and doing things with more scale, one-to-many, and doing things much more efficiently. How many of you spend so much time in your business just trying to find and meet new people to talk to, right? But now we're talking about Facebook boosted posts, low-cost boosted posts where people are coming to you. Think about how much time that's going to save in your business, how much more efficient you can be. Now, let me give you an idea here, though. Even one-on-one prospecting, which is incredibly powerful online, now you know who you're going to be talking to. You can pinpoint with accuracy you've never had before and find these people on all the top social networks. Let me show you this. This is Shannon. She's in the business. Can I just say that this is crazy what an abundance of possibilities and endless people there are to connect with through the different social media platforms. If anyone dares says they don't have anyone to talk to, well, you just might want to find a different excuse for why you're not succeeding. Just have your blog and your profile set up so that people know what you're about. Now, we're going to talk about blogs and profiles a little bit later. And blogs are just a website. That's all it is, with just a little bit more capability. Okay, so here's the third magnetic lead conversation starting idea. Low-cost Facebook boosted posts and ads for conversation starting offers. Okay, so we showed you kind of an example of this, right? But this is now a post that is specifically about an offer that you have, a free Facebook group. So this is, again, a marketing 101. Remember, we're going to marry some of the 101 fundamentals. If you want to get more people into your business, you have to think about the offers that are low risk, that are free, like free Facebook groups. Because not only can you take these initial relationships that you're getting, remember Monica got people into her Country Girl Sisterhood free groups, but then you can build that relationship on scale, right? Because you're working more one-to-many versus one-to-one. All right? So, and remember Mary, she had an offer right in her boosted post for that diabetic-friendly crockpot cookbook. It made perfect sense to her target market niche, her customer avatar. So let me show you. Remember, that's the message. She gave him the link right there. Let me show you. Mary also uses free Facebook groups. In fact, she has a diabetic-friendly crockpot group online every single month. She gets 250 new monthly leads into that group every single month by doing a low-cost boosted post for this crockpot group. And it's free. So there's no risk. When you're first meeting people, launching right into a sales message, right, is a turnoff, right? So what's a great way to create a relationship? We'll give them something free. And the goal is to have just something where you just help them, right? And it has to do with your customer avatar. It doesn't have to be about Younique and the products that you represent, right? Diabetic-friendly crockpot cookbooks have nothing to do with Mary's business. It's all about creating and extending that relationship. And who's interacting in that group and participating, right? You're spotting your next hostesses right there. Now, here's free Facebook group ideas. Beauty tips, obviously, right? Recipes, fashion tips, clean eating, meal planning, exercising, budgeting, decluttering, or ones that are very, very niche focused. So we had a woman in the university that did a phenomenal job. She got over 350 people into her free hydration group for teachers. I was like, well, why does that make sense? She said, well, if you're a teacher, you know, we don't have any time during the day ourselves to go to the bathroom. We're in front of kids or between classes. We're always getting talked to, or at lunch, we're making phone calls, doing emails, settling some kind of dispute with students. So we don't drink a lot of water. And she showed me like e-cards and things online all about this issue. So she just had a phenomenal opportunity. We're just talking about groups where you can congregate and on scale build out relationships that are really easy for people to accept because they're free, right? And you're recreating this never-ending market all the time. So start cultivating leads for new hostesses and presenters through these free groups. It's a fantastic way to get a never-ending stream of these people coming in and getting them engaged. Is this just making great sense to you? Because remember, we're talking about using the fundamentals of marketing, right? Low cost, low risk, free is the best opportunities with people you're just meeting to get them to take steps further with you in your business. Get them into places like groups where then on scale, one to many, you can build out those relationships and identify those hostesses that you so desperately want and need in the business, right? Makes good sense. Now, here's another example. This is Elizabeth running my biggest clean eating group ever. So lots of conversations and follow-ups to do. Yes, I had a total of 63 people who joined. Yes, all from that boosted post on Facebook. It got 17 shares, that post, and she spent $18 over 5 days to get 63 people into her group that she is carrying on conversations with. And people interact with these groups at an amazing rate. So just tell me, is this something that you can do? Because I know how adept you are on Facebook and Facebook groups, right? So this is something that's easy and low risk to get all kinds of great interaction going with your leads. Let me go over here to the chat box and see what you're saying here, because I want to know, I want to get some interaction going on here. Charity makes total sense. Moxie, I will do it. Stephanie, yes. Holly, yes. Super easy. Susanna, sounds awesome. I had no idea. Isabel, for sure. Veronica, yes, indeed. Okay, guys, let's continue on because we've got a ton of other really great ideas. This is Sammy. She suffers from PCOS and reaches out to other women who suffer from PCOS. And in a day and a half, she spent $27.95 with her boosted post for her clean eating group, and she got 96 people into it. And I asked her, how has the engagement been in this group versus other groups from before? She said, it's night and day. It's almost funny. And I'm more excited about it. I definitely lost my passion with a lot of groups that flopped. And everyone is so supportive of everyone else because everyone gets what everyone else is going through. You change the dynamic. The dynamic is changed right away when people come to you, right? A lot of the awkwardness just goes away. And then when they're just like you and you start engaging with them, just like Sammy's saying here, one-on-one or in groups, the engagement levels go through the roof. So how many leads are you going to get this next week? Right? We're showing you all kinds of really great ideas from simple posts, right? And how you engage these leads. So what I want to do is I want to know, is it 50, 65, 75, 100? How many leads are you going to get this next week? I want you to go over and put it into the chat box, okay? Let me go check it out. Let me see what you guys are putting in there, right? Let me see. Kayla, 100. Becky, 75. Donna, 50. Christina, 100. Narelle, I think is how you pronounce it, 75. Yolanda, 200. Woo, I love it. Go for it. Kylie, I'd be happy with 50. Cara, I want to get in a Facebook group going and get 100 followers this next week. Candy, 75. Aspen, 100. Megan, 65. Helen, 250. Terry, I'm with Yolanda at 200. Shalga, 250. Wow. Kelly, 200. Deborah, 100. So guys, I love the enthusiasm. I think you're seeing with these new tools how you can actually achieve this. And getting people coming to you and getting rid of all of that time in the business that you're spending just trying to find the right leads to talk to. I love everything that I'm reading here. All right, guys. Hey, let's move on here. There's a ton more to cover. Once you started the conversation, like Mary, right? And she's getting hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of leads into her free diabetic-friendly crockpot group every single month. So she's recreating a warm market of never-ending leads from a pool of hundreds of thousands. You also can recruit more hostesses, get more sales. You also can share the business opportunity you have to help people by doing what you love. Now, move leads into customers with paid Facebook groups. Okay, so here's another magnetic lead option. Okay, remember when I talked before about a promise of what you could do with your monthly kudos? Well, here's what I want you to do. I want you to get people into a private Facebook group that is for people that have bought the monthly kudo, the bundle, okay? Their entrance into that group, which then you take the bundle, and the group is all about helping them collectively together as a group with that bundle. And inside that group, what you're doing is you're showing them all the looks and all the possibilities that they can do with that bundle. So let me give you an example here. I'm going to go back to Mary. I'm going to keep things on the same track. So I want to show you how one person can actually do so many different things to help themselves in their business. So now, this is over and above the hundreds and hundreds of leads that Mary gets into her free group, her Crockpot group. This is now where they have to buy a bundle in order to get into her private Facebook group. Okay, and she calls this her challenge group. This is the bottom of her post on Facebook for her challenge group. And you see over here, are you ready to get Sugar Mama Strong? Remember, she's diabetic, reaches out to other women who are diabetic. Click here to join the group or comment below interested. And remember, every time somebody comments, you could send them an automatic message. Now look at this. 79 different comments. This actually went up over 120 comments. At this point, it had 79 comments, 67 shares, 612 reactions. And look at this down here. Interested, 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 interested. Page responded privately. That's her automatic message going over there. So all of that happens automatically, just like the examples we showed at the very, very front of the presentation here. So by using a boosted Facebook post and chatbot, Mary got 92 leads that knew they need to pay, because in her boosted post, she talked about that you got to buy this product bundle. So this is a whole new area of opportunity for you to use these monthly kudos. And remember, Mary gets 250 plus in her free Facebook groups every month. So this is how she's getting way over 300 plus leads every month, because between the combination of her free group and her paid group, she's probably getting more like 350 leads every single month. So she does an ad every month for her free group. She does an ad, a boosted post every month for her challenge group here where they got to buy the bundle. So what's this whole chatbot thing? Remember, that's how you send these messages. Well, it's all about starting these automatic conversations. It's around the topics that you pick, right? You pick your customer avatar. You pick what your Facebook page is all about, what that post is all about, what that message is all about you send. And it's through this instant one-on-one messaging. Remember, when they open up your message and interact with it, you get to message with them one-on-one anytime. You get better responses because they're people like you, and it happens at the perfect time. Why? Because you can automatically send the message to initiate the one-on-one conversations anytime of day or night, and you carry the conversation on manually after that. And no tech skills needed at all. All of this Facebook Messenger marketing training is inside of our university right now. But I wanted to make sure that you knew the massive opportunities that we're laying ahead for you. All right, let's move along here, right? Because we have 2 more must-have action steps that I want to make sure you have. So you can do everything right. You can pick the perfect customer avatar, the niche market for you. You could bring scale to your business with the groups and the different things that you're doing. But if the message that draws everybody in just doesn't make any sense, it's not connecting right, then everything will be for naught. So here's the number one thing you got to think about when you're crafting a message, these boosted posts that you're putting out. It's what Harvard calls the new science of customer emotions. So they talk about how most businesses fail to align themselves with the emotions that drive their customers' most profitable behaviors. What are your most profitable behaviors? Well, it's getting new customers and presenters on your team, right? So how do we do that? How do we incentivize that? It's through emotions. Here's Nielsen, the TV ratings people, also a very well-respected international research company. We're ruled by our emotions, and so are the ads that we watch. It's no secret that emotions are central to advertising. They're at the heart of the relationship we have with brands. They drive our non-conscious decisions and play a major role in our conscious decisions too. Now you've all seen this before, somewhere, right? Maslow's hierarchy of needs, somewhere in school or something. Every basic human need is on this pyramid. All of these levels, except for the bottom one, are based in emotion. The bottom one, physiological needs, is food, shelter, water. But safety and security, love and belonging, self-esteem, self-actualization. Your brand from your business belongs on the upper levels of this pyramid and connecting on that emotional level. We've all heard of emotional selling before. I know we have, right? Does this just make good sense? What I want you to do is I want you to go over to the chat box again and tell me, do you think this makes good sense? Have you heard of the term emotional selling before? I know that you have. You know that we're emotional creatures, that we make decisions based on how it benefits us and our families and our lives. That's a very emotional decision. All right, let me go over and take a look at what you guys are putting into the chat box here, okay? Let me see. Teresa, absolutely. Carol, perfect sense. Linda, yes, good info. Isabel, totally. Deb, of course. Remy, is that how you say it? I'm liking this. Chelsea, absolutely. Belinda, so true. Shelby, I took a whole class on emotional selling. This is so important. You're right, Shelby. This can't be overlooked in your business. It is the most important part of that connection when you come up into the news feed, because remember, that's how you're getting out in front of tens of thousands of people at one time, these low-cost boosted posts. That's what's going to have the stopping power. Okay, so let me give you an example of how Mary puts this into practice in her business. Okay, I asked Mary, what's the emotional trigger in your business? And remember, she's, the niche that she reaches out to of other diabetic women. She said, well, with diabetic women, even our own families don't understand us and what we go through. And I said, well, what do you mean? She said, well, my husband's not diabetic. My kids aren't diabetic. They can't possibly understand what it's like to wake up every day and look through the world through the lenses of a diabetic woman and everything that I have to think about and do throughout the day as a result. They just can't. But my niche audience, my customer avatar does. So I showed you the bottom of her Facebook post, right? This is the top of it for her paid group, right? Where you got to buy a product bundle to get in there. Hey, sugar mamas, let's talk. The reality of diabetes is it's overwhelming having to manage blood sugars while handling day-to-day responsibilities, taking care of our families and working every day. The people closest to us often don't understand what we go through to manage our numbers and A1Cs. The people closest to us don't often understand. What she did is she proved that she was an insider. If you have the ability, and you can only do this if you're not trying to be everything to everybody, right? But if you have the ability to prove you're an insider, that's how through a low-cost Facebook boosted post, you can create trust and credibility. They look at you and they say, you get my crazy life, right? This is the power we want to bring to your brand and to your business. All right, let's keep going here. Here's another great example. So this is Linda. She's a daycare provider. Let me look at this. 780 likes, 96 comments, 232 shares. This was on a Facebook page that got put up 2 weeks prior and no boosted post. Pretty good results, right? Here's to you, daycare providers, to you who kisses boo-boos and wipes tears, who cleans butts with flair and catches puke with class, who gives comfort to scared little hearts and drinks pretend tea when it's given to you, who wipes noses 1,000,000 times in one day and reads the same story over and over again, who takes criticism but keeps smiling even though you are hurt and works long hours even though you're tired. Here's to you, daycare providers, who give of yourselves every day and understand you are here to love, provide, and protect. You just can't write a post that's so emotionally charged, so directed at your target market niche if you're trying to be everything to everybody. No wonder she got all that kind of reaction. Here's a different kind of post that she puts together, right? And all this takes into account this insider knowledge of your niche and those emotional triggers to get huge engagement. So look at this next one here, all right? Much shorter, 787 likes, 127 comments, 205 shares. Has your daycare ever felt like a war zone? Mine has. This is daycare. I love this picture, right? As a father, I don't want to drop my kids off at daycare and think it's a war zone. But if I'm talking to other daycare providers, I guarantee they feel like their daycare is a war zone every single day. This connects with them. An insider would know that, right? So remember, why serve a niche? A jack of all trades is a master of none. You've got to have a deep understanding of the people that you're reaching out to, right? Younique isn't going to cater to individual niches. They have products that are mass appeal to women, right? Your job is to take those and say, hey, to women that are just like us, here's how we can put this all together. Makes good sense, I think, right? So this leads into our fourth and our final must-have action step. But I've got other magnetic lead opportunities, ideas for attracting people to you. They're just phenomenal coming up. But this is a part of that plan. The fourth part that I want you to have in place. It's a blog. And a blog is just a website, right, with just a little bit more functionality on it. And remember back, Shannon, when we were talking about prospecting, so just have your blog and your profiles all set so people know what you're about. Well, this is your home base online. This is the lead center where you're going to refer 100% every lead that you have. You want to refer back to your blog. Not only are there great remarketing opportunities that Facebook has, where you can actually, in a really low cost, lower cost ads, boosted posts kind of a way, you can reach out to people who visit your blog. But this is where you're going to have all the resources that you need to handle the leads that you have. I'm going to talk a lot more about that, but this is Mary's blog. And she's on our blogging service. We put this service together years ago with other top sellers from across the direct sales industry based on what they knew they needed to have for their teams. Let me do this. Let me just show you. I'm going to go down the homepage of Mary's blog. She did this all by herself, was very proud that she didn't have to do anything and ask for any help from her husband or her 16-year-old son. But like here, this is a section that's kind of like an about section on the homepage. Here's recipes that she has that people can just click through and access that are right for her diabetic audience. Here are testimonials. Here are her blog posts. And Mary said, I only put up a blog post once a week. That's it. I spent about 20 minutes on it. We have others that say, I don't put up any blog posts anymore because I have all the resources on my blog that I need. It's been a year more since I actually put up content on my blog, but it is that referral center. It's the resource center that I need it to be to handle all the questions and everything that I need to and direct people to links and things that they can buy on my blog. Okay, so let's do this. Let me tell you, the blog service comes with 25 plus pages of great content already. Other services, you get big white screens, right? And you have total control over this. You can even put a team area up. We put together all kinds of tools that we spent thousands of dollars buying the developer rights because they were the perfect tools to do the things you need to do, like put forms on pages that have people fill in something to get maybe a download that you have. Just an example. We actually have a site that's dedicated to how you put this up that has short little tutorials, and we answer all the questions. You can send a message in, we answer all the questions. But this has you looking the real part. This gets you scale in the business. Let me give you a big example. You know the kinds of objections and roadblocks that you're going to get. And when you reach out to a niche market that's just like you can count on one hand the top objections. Answer them really well once. Put it up onto your blog and refer people over there. That's a part of being more efficient, getting more scale out of your business, right? They're going to get the best answers because you're going to answer really well once, and it's going to free you up all kinds of time. All right, and again, 100% newbie friendly. You don't have to have a lick of technical background to know how to do anything like this. It's all upload picture, click and save, click on that button, change it with the color wheel, save, that kind of stuff. Really simple. All right. So we've gone through the 4 must-have action steps, right? And we have 4 total fast start conversation opportunities. So guys, none of this is theory. All of this is a well laid out plan. Remember at the very beginning, I said, hey, we're going to lay out a plan for you here. The must-have action steps and everything you need just to use the simple Facebook posts, simple Facebook groups, free groups, paid groups for your Kudo bundles, right? This is the kind of thing that over 8,000 others in the industry, just like you, have gone through as members of our university. I like to say that it's been put to the online streets and tested time and time again. And we get reflection and feedback all the time. So this is the best time ever for you to be taking advantage of this kind of a plan in your Younique business. All right? And guess what? I'm going to ask you a question. I want you to go over to the chat box over here. Right? Because I promised a well laid out plan that's simple and easy, newbie friendly. Does this plan make sense? I want you to go over there and give me some feedback here, right? I thrive on this kind of a feedback. Let me go down and take a look at what you're saying here. Mary, great info. Rebecca, complete sense. Tiffany, great job. Sounds great, says Amber. Makes so much sense, says Adrena. Allison, it's opened eyes. Yolanda, keep going. I plan to. There's so much more we have here. Kara, perfectly laid out. Jesse, this is great. Joni, yes. Julie, understanding so much more than I thought. This is great. Thank you, says Kim. Okay, guys, let's keep going because I've got a lot more. Coming up is the 4th magnetic conversation starting idea. This is how you use low-cost like ad campaigns to get more fans and how you can prospect them. We have members that have teams of 20, 30,000 plus, that this is the #1 way that they bring in new prospects, new leads into their business. And then also, I'm going to show you how you can broadcast through Facebook Messenger. Send one message out to many. Usually you get into Facebook jail if you start sending too many of the same messages out. I'm going to show you how, if you just play by Facebook's rules, how you can actually do that. So stay tuned. But I want to show you, if you become a member of the university, how we work with you on this plan and the resources and the bonuses that we're going to give you. All right? So I want you to have a wildly successful team online. And I want you to have bonuses, and I want you to know that this whole plan is laid out into individual bite-sized chunks into what we call the fast track steps. And it's there, it's online, it's do it yourself. And as you go through it, then you send us messages and ask questions, and we help you all throughout. There is never a question that goes unanswered. So here's the first of 6 bonuses if you become a member of the university. A swipe and use, a copy and use files. Remember how we talked about how important profiles are? It's one click away from all your online activity for people to check you out. Well, this is the secrets to what your niche wants and what you need to include in a perfect profile. We're going to give it to you. Now, I showed you the top and the bottom of Mary's Facebook boosted post. There's actually a 7-part Facebook ad template. So that it starts out to a cold market, right? Because these are people just like you, but you're reaching out to them online. They've never met you before. How you introduce and can create basically a boosted post that has an offer for your free groups, your downloads, your bundle, your Kudo paid groups, whatever kind of an offer you have. This template will start people out, and it's not salesy, but it will lead them through the process of understanding that you're an insider, what you did in your life to make the changes, and how they can join you and what they can do. A 7-part ad template that works wonders. Hundreds of university members have used it. Now, we showed Amanda, she's that music teacher. She had just a phenomenal 6-stage closing script process that now our university members are using in spades. And here's the best part of this. In the 2nd stage, there are interview questions that when you ask those questions of your leads and they answer them, they close themselves. This is how, literally, Amanda gets 1 out of 3 new leads closed. And these are leads that know they have to buy a bundle. So this is just a phenomenal resource and opportunity. Now, we also take really important subjects like Facebook, and we create a boot camp around it. You become a member of the university today, and I'm going to give you the Facebook Never Ending Leads Boot Camp. It's a $200 value. And we go into things like advanced Facebook strategies and training, Facebook Live secrets, expert Facebook Messenger marketing strategies, way beyond what we've gone over here, secrets to increasing Facebook ad performance, and the bootcamp finale, Facebook group strategies. Those are all individual webinars, trainings inside of this bootcamp that you'll be able to immediately access as a member of the university. So Angel says, woo, the boot camps are amazing. Pamela said, thank you, Steve, for all that you do to help us. The boot camp webinars are worth far more than I paid. And they paid $200. We're going to give it to you free. Now, you also, with a membership in the university, you get into our direct sellers private Facebook group. Hundreds of others in there interacting, learning the same things that you've been seeing here today and putting it into place. I'm in there every day. My team's in there every day. People are putting in their questions. They're putting in their kudos and their high fives in terms of what they've done. They're sharing when things don't work, and you're seeing us work with them. They're asking questions you never even knew to ask, but you really want to know what those answers are. This is a phenomenal opportunity. And then the biggest one of all that I want to make as a promise to you, as a bonus when you become a member of the university, is you will work with me individually. I will look specifically at what you're doing, and I will give you individual feedback based on the successes that, working with the other 8,000 others in the industry. I know it works. If you want bigger, faster, longer lasting results, I will help you. Everything from putting your Facebook audiences together, that's a part where 9 out of 10 people that I've worked with in the university, people just like you, make a big mistake. If your audience isn't even right, then your message isn't even going to get out. Nothing's going to work. But we'll help you put together your emotional triggers. We're going to help you put together the ad text itself, all of that. I will look at those individually, and I will make specifically remarks on what you're doing and help you individually. Pretty good stuff, I would say. You could spend thousands of dollars on other training programs and never come close to anything like that. And then if you actually take advantage of the university membership, I'm going to give you a fast action bonus. How to discover your perfect customer, a step-by-step avatar guide. It's a $550 value. Here's what I'll do. If you become a university member, after we get offline here, I'll give you another 15 minutes. So I want you to pay attention. Right? I'll throw in this customer guide, this perfect customer step-by-step avatar guide. So there are 2 wildly successful choices to getting in and being a member of the university. You can get a Kickstart pack or a Crush It pack. In the Kickstart pack, you get 1 free month of the university, total access to everything in me and then the group and everything. After that, it goes monthly at $26.99. You get access into that private Facebook group, and you get the Social Media Prospecting Made Easy series. So you can start tonight finding your perfect customer avatar online. It's a total savings and bonuses of over $4,100. $47 is your price today. Now, here's what I want you to do. I want you to tell me what you're thinking. You've got huge portions of the whole plan, right? We've given you the highlights. The university is what puts it all together. You get my help. You get into the private Facebook group so you know you put together the plan right. But go into the chat box. I want to hear what you're thinking, right? Because now you're seeing exactly what you're going to get. And $47 gets you all of this. So let me go over here and take a look at what you're saying. Let's see. Wow, lots of great comments. Georgia, I can't tell you how much I've spent on other trainings, and they never had anything like that from Steve. Oh, that makes me feel so good. Akia, I think that's how you say it. That's worth it right there. Chelsea, I thought it was going to be a lot more. Ileana, me too. Danny, cool. Renee, yes. Faye, I would say so. This is a great value. Linda, dang. I was expecting a bigger investment. Paula, it looks great. Norma, this I can do. So guys, let me show you what the Crush It pack is. You get everything you get into the Kickstart pack, plus everything in blue. You get 1 free month of the blogging service. Remember we talked about that. It must have action step. You get a blog up and running your business, 25 pages already there, and we help you create it. We've got the tutorials. We answer every single one of your questions. It's monthly $22.49 a month after that. You get into the Facebook Never Ending Leads Bootcamp. You get my personal support and recommendations. You get the 6-stage closing scripts and interview questions. You get the 7-part Facebook ad template. You get the Swipe and Use Perfect profile. So in the Kickstart pack, you get into the private Facebook group, right? Go back there. You get into the private Facebook group. You get into that social media Prospecting Made Easy series. You get access to the entire university. But in the Crush It pack, I'm going to throw in my individual support and everything else there in blue, right? So $147, and you get the Crush It pack. Now, here's what I want to do. I want to know, you think this is reasonable? Right, we've been working with people just like you throughout the whole industry for years. So I wanted to make sure that this was priced in a way that it was accessible, but just gave so much value. So if you could just tell me, that would be great. I just want to know what you're thinking here. And here's what I'm hearing. Oh, Becky, I'm going to crush it. I love what you're saying here. So much here, says Samantha. Colleen, I can do this. Sandra, I'm in. Yolanda, is that a one-time payment? So, Yolanda, you've been working with us all throughout here. So, it's a one-time payment of $147, and then monthly is the university at $26.99 a month thereafter, and the blog service is $24.99 or $22.49 a month thereafter. And you can cancel those at any time. I like it that way because that puts the onus on me. I need to be providing value. I need to make sure that you think this is the best thing ever so that you want to be a member of our university and our blogging service, month after month. And if I don't provide that value, you can just cancel at any time. So it's a good question. I'm glad you asked that. Alejandra, huge value. Chrissy, I'm in. Jean, sorry. What's the catch? Jean, there is no catch. Right? I've been working with university members for years. You can go to Practical Social Media and you can see all of this, and you can see the kinds of testimonials and reviews that we have. So Aika sold, I love it. Samantha, how much is the monthly cost again? I think I just went over that probably after you put that in. Pam, nothing to lose. I'm doing this now. Thanks, Steve. Tremendous package. Yeah, there's the money back guarantee. So after 7 days, if you don't want this, if you get in and you say, Steve, this just isn't at all what I thought it was, as long as you made a good, honest effort to try, contacted me, got into the group, started in the fast track steps, I'm going to say, no problem. Get 100% of your money back. So there's no risk involved here. Go to practicalsocialmedia.com/unique. practicalsocialmedia.com/unique. Okay, here's what I'm going to do. I promised that we're going to have that other magnetic lead opportunity, right, where you're going to talk about prospecting with fans, and then I'm going to show you how you can mass message on Facebook too. And then I'm going to open this up, and we're going to have a big Q&A. So get ready, all your questions, because I want to answer them in this Q&A, right? So fan prospecting, here's what it's all about. We teach you in the university how to do a Facebook like campaign and how to get likes, new fans, at under 30 cents each. Now, what you do with those new fans is you send them a friend request. Again, they came to you, you put a like campaign up out to your perfect niche, they liked your page, became a fan, you send to them to a tune of about 10 a day, you send them a Facebook friend request. And because you handpicked them, they're just like you, they've already, liked your page, they're much more likely to accept your friend request. Now you can one-on-one message with them. They came to you originally anytime that you want. You can also go to your personal profile on Facebook and create a list of people that are your Facebook friends. Create a list of these fans that became friends. And then not only can you message them one-on-one, but guess what? You can filter your news feed by just that list. So now you can interact with them, you can stay in touch with them, right? You can build a relationship with them based on what they're putting up online. This, again, is the way that members of the university that have 20, 30,000 in their downline, it's their #1 lead generation opportunity. So exciting stuff here, right? Here's what Erica said. I officially have over 1,002 likes on my biz page, and I have this training to thank for pushing me to find my niche. This is the thing that was holding me back. Now, broadcasting, mass messaging on Facebook. In Messenger, if you upload like an image or a video, something like that, right, and you send it to one person, then go to that message that's in your inbox, right? You can see that message, you sent it, and you scroll over it, and you'll see this little kind of, arrow coming out of a bucket or a box there. Click on that, and what you're going to see is this. You can start putting in names, like all the people maybe that, had signed up for your Kudo bundle to be a part of that challenge group, right? But just haven't paid yet. Well, send them a message, right? All your friends, everybody, you can just go in there and start typing names. Mary said she'll start typing names. In about 5 minutes, she can put in about 75 because it autofills the names. And then she sends a message out to 75 people all at the same time. Because Facebook allows it if you use their forwarding feature. Pretty smart stuff, right? Okay, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to open up a Q&A. So go there. I want to go and I want to see everybody. I want to see what you're saying, right? And I want to answer your questions. But go to practicalsocialmedia.com while we're talking /Younique. Remember, I'll hold up the fast action bonus to become a member of the university for 15 minutes after we get offline here. All right? But you can get the Kickstart pack or the Crush It pack. So here's what I want to do. I can see already there's some great, oh my gosh, there's a lot of great questions coming in. I hope I can get to them. If I don't get to everybody's, then you can always send me a message at customer service at practicalsocialmedia.com. And I guarantee you're going to get 100% a unique personal response back, okay? But I'm going to spend a good amount of time here, and let's start going through these questions, all right? Let's see. Elizabeth, can I do 2 niches at the same time? I'm so excited. So I love the exuberance here, right? If 1 niche is good, 2 niches is even better, right? So I love the idea, but it doesn't practically work. And here's why. If you go after 2 niches at the same time, you've got to basically build 2 full marketing campaigns, right? Because you can't boost the same post out to 2 totally different niches. It won't make sense. You can't put a niche out to autistic moms and a niche out to music teachers, and boost the same post out to them. The whole idea is that you're being seen as an insider. So everything from the Facebook page you put together, the blog that you put together, the posts that you put out, the boosted posts, everything is in service of your particular target market niche, right? They need to see that you're just like them and that you're not trying to serve 2 masters. So you could try to do this, right? And I asked Amanda and Mary and Raquel and Monica, and I said, what do you guys think about doing 2 niches at once? Because we get this kind of question a lot. And they said, oh my gosh, I can't even think about trying to serve 2 niches. But let's just say you get really, really successful at this and you hire an assistant or 2, and maybe you actually do want to do that. So I would here's what I would do. I would figure out which niche you're most passionate about. And let's go down that path. You join the university. We're going to help you validate that niche. And we're going to help, before you start setting up any of this, we're going to make sure that that niche lives online and you can reach out to them. And we're going to show you ways that you can test within that niche. Let's do all of that with the niche you're most passionate about first, okay? And then put that other niche on hold for now, right? And the enthusiasm is channel all that energy into your first primary niche, and let's have success that way. So again, Elizabeth, I love that. Really, really great comment here, or question. Maureen, can I use my current Facebook page where I have over 1,200 fans on it? So here's the thing I'm going to say. A lot of you I know have Facebook pages and maybe have 1,200 fans, 1,500 fans, 800 fans, right? And you've gone through blood, sweat, and tears, actually probably paid like campaigns and all kinds of things to get those fans. And you're thinking, that's what shows me, that's credibility. I can't lose that, right? Well, here's the question. I'm going to address the credibility issue in just a second. Here's the question I ask everybody. And that question is, how much engagement are you getting off that page? Right? Remember Raquel? She said earlier when she got 21 new subscribers into 21 new conversations and she had crickets before with 1,600 fans. Well, it's because those fans probably are from a number of different places and niches, right? And you're going to start talking to your particular niche. And Facebook looks at the percentage of engagement from your total fan base. So it's going to hold you back to have new fans come on and engaging with you, but all those other fans not. So what I would recommend is that you put that page on hold. Don't delete it or anything. Create a brand new page for your new niche, okay? And we're going to show you how to get likes. Everything you do here, all the ideas that we've talked about here, get likes on your page, right? You're not going to have a problem getting likes. And that credibility, here's the thing. When you do a boosted post or something like that on Facebook, it doesn't show how many likes come from your page. Nobody looks at that coming into their newsfeed and says, hang on a second, let me click through to that page and make sure they have enough likes before I decide whether I like what they're saying or not. Okay? So success comes from being up from your page and getting into the news feeds of all the people that are in your target market niche. So credibility, I don't want you to worry about that. We're going to get you likes. What we want you to do is have the opportunity to have a Facebook page that is 100% focused on your niche. That is super, super important, okay? And remember, these niches are hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of thousands big. So again, this is not limiting in your business in any way. In fact, you should look at it as liberating. We wrote a whole article that says target market niches aren't limiting, they're liberating. So again, really, really great questions. Geez, I'm just going to kind of go all around here. Jessica, what comes in the Crush It pack again? So I'm seeing things about that. Brittany is saying, is this a one-time fee? Is there a monthly fee? Let me see. Joan is saying, can you explain pricing again? Jessica, what comes in the Crush It pack? So guys, if you go to practicalsocialmedia.com/Younique, then you'll see the Kickstart and the Crush It pack there. And explains everything that you get in there and the initial price. The monthly prices thereafter, which you can cancel at any time, right, is for the university, it's $26.99 a month. And for the blog service, it's $22.49 a month. So I'm seeing all kinds of questions about what's in the packs and the pricing and everything. So go to the page there, practicalsocialmedia.com/Younique, and all the information is there. And if not, ask it again or send in a message to customer service at Practical Social Media, and we'll answer your specific questions there. Let's see. Melinda, is all this done on a Facebook page? Yes, you have to do it on a Facebook page. We mentioned a little bit earlier that Facebook has that kind of definition of kind of church and state, and they want all personal stuff done on personal profiles. And if anything business happens on their social network, they want to have it happen around a Facebook page. So anything where you boost out, this is your outreach, right? On Facebook, where you're going to get in front of those tens of thousands of people, and they're going to come to you. It's a numbers game, right? Get in front of tens of thousands to get 100 or 50 or 60, right? Or 20 tomorrow as leads into your business. But you have to do it all from a Facebook page. So good point of clarification there. I'm glad you asked that. Let me see. Lots of questions. Let me see. Vicky, which pack do we need to get to learn how to set up the Facebook Messenger autoresponder? Both packs get you full access into the university. So you can get the Kickstart pack or the Crush It pack. Let's see. Bella, what if I have a blog already? So if you've got a blog already, fantastic, and it's working for you and you know how to work it. I mean, the reason why I worked with top sellers in all kinds of direct sales companies was because they saw their teams that they needed this. They needed that place that was their home base online, that referral center, but they were doing things like spending thousands of dollars with developers and not really liking what they got. And also, they didn't have the opportunity to get in and work with it because they didn't know how to. It wasn't user-friendly. They had to keep calling the developer in order to make changes. Or on the other side, you go really, really low cost, and they're starting out with a bunch of white screens in front of them, right? Your blog is going to come online on a domain that you pick. Like, just go to a GoDaddy. A domain is a web address. You register it there. You own it. You register it. You have to re-up it every year for like $9. But you own it. And then you just point it over one time to us, and we host it for you. We're a hosting company. And immediately you'll have a full blog online. When I showed you Mary's, what she did right there, she did in one evening. She customized it for her niche. Now you can keep going on and customizing and adding other blog posts and articles and resources and things, but this is super, super easy to do. But if you've got that all in place, sorry, I kind of went off track there, but Bella, if you've got that in place and you're comfortable working with it, then by all means keep it. You don't need ours. If you want it, keep it, let us know. We'll just, pull it out of the Crush It pack, if you already have a blog. No problem. We'll refund that portion of the funds. Let's see. Alexa. I'm confused on the whole chatbot thing. Sorry. That's okay. I mean, I know we threw a lot at you, but I want you to get a sense. I hope this felt like a training class, right? Because that's what we do in our university, right? We train hardcore. So the chatbot is literally just the technology. And there's a world of developers out there that are making really easy interfaces to create a chatbot on your Facebook page. It'll do things like send an automatic message to people who comment on your Facebook page's posts and boosted posts. So if you've ever gotten in and, done anything on like a Word document or a PowerPoint, right? And you just click in and you start, typing things in, and you click on to change colors and things like that and upload things. And that's what you're doing here. And the chatbot is that easy to create. So all you need to know is there's this new conversation starting feature that you can easily put onto your business between your Facebook page and the personal profiles of the people that are commenting on your Facebook page's posts. All right, so hopefully that clears it up just a little bit. If not, go ahead, send in a message, and I'll be more than happy to clarify a little bit more if you've got additional questions. Jordana, is single moms a good niche? So I'm seeing people that are putting niches in here and everything. And I'll work with you one-on-one. Single moms, by the way, is a good niche, right? But I'll tell you the thing that people struggle with the most, and that is that you want to pick a niche, but you want to go really, really broad. So let me give you an example. I cannot tell you how many university members have come in and said, I want my niche, Steve, to be busy moms. Well, there's not a mom out there that's not busy, a little bit stressed, right? It's a sad state of society today, but that's just the case. So what you're really saying is, I want to target all moms, right? Or all women into beauty products, right? Well, you have an opportunity to narrow that way down, still have it be hundreds and hundreds of thousands of people online, where the more we can narrow it and stay within that zone, the more that they're going to look at you as an insider, the more power that you're bringing into your business. So I love the ideas that I'm seeing in here, right? But we work with you on that validation process to narrow it down, but still have it be big, right? And in terms of online people that fall into that group. Because we want it to be big online, but we want it to be really defined. So there's a zone that we recommend that we validate within. Really good question, though. Let's see, Beth. How often can we ask questions once we join? Unlimited. I have Mary just determining her brand. Nobody comes in really with a really good idea of what their brand should be, but I work with you. So Mary, she said in another class that we had that I think that we went back and forth 15 different times, deciding on and then working with and understanding those emotional unmet needs, those triggers of a diabetic female audience for her. So you can ask as many questions as you want inside of the private group or with me. There's not a cap. So I'm glad you asked that. Let me see. Samantha, I'm totally getting this, but what's the price after the payment? That's the monthly prices. I think I went over that. Let's see here. Peggy, how much time a day would I expect to invest in this? Because you're busy. I get it. So here's the thing I'm gonna answer. It all depends. The successes that you saw here came in the first month, the case studies, after joining the university. So I'll just say that right away. You should have success easily within the first month. You can have it a lot quicker than that if you know who your target market niche is. Some of you might spend a couple of weeks just really defining your target market niche and getting into what those emotional triggers are, so that therefore you can put together and craft really great communications and messages and boosted Facebook posts and things like that. So depends on how long it takes for you to kind of get those foundational elements in place and finding that niche online and validating it, right? Sometimes you can sail right through that, or sometimes it's worthwhile to take a couple of weeks to do that. Right? But it's on your own time, right? It's all do it yourself. So if you only have X amount of time in the day to devote to this, then that's what the time that you have, right? But I'm just telling you, on average, everybody's gotten a campaign up and running within the first 30 days. No problem. No problem at all. So hopefully that kind of helps, set some expectations there. All right, let's take a look here. Jolene, can you explain what the difference is between a blog and a website? So I said they're kind of the same thing, right? But a blog just has a little bit more functionality. So a blog, you can put up blog posts. It's a website, right? It just has pages, right, that you put up that people can go and interact with. But on a blog, when you put up a blog post, they can be categorized so people can see categories of blog posts. People can sign up that every time you put up a blog post, it automatically gets emailed out to them. So there are just some additional features of a blog. And our blog service is on WordPress, WordPress.org, not the free service, right? But because the free service is very, very, very limited. But WordPress, 1 out of every 4 sites that go up online are on a WordPress blog, just like the one that we have on our blog service. And then we put all those tools on top of it so that it's easy for you, and all the training on top of it, answer all your questions on top of it. So basically, the difference between a website and a blog is very, very minimal, right? But the bottom line here is that it's this amazing tool for you and your business, okay? So lots of people use blog and website kind of as terms that are interchangeable almost. Yolanda, oh, great. Do we get all the bonuses right away? Absolutely. I mean, as soon as you sign up, you've got full access to the university and full access to all the bonuses that we went through here. So that is immediate access. Good question. Renee, will you really work with us directly? I know. So yes, and I've been doing this for years, right? And that's why I give you 7 days. Get in. Start asking me questions. You can literally just on a piece of paper, a napkin, write out a list of things that are about you, send them in to me, and I will work with you to help you define your niche. It's the very first thing that you need to do. So put me to the test. I want you to, right? I love interacting with all the members of our university. Not only do I learn a lot more about what's information that's really helpful to you and what's working and what's not, because I'm in the trenches, okay? So yes, I will actually personally work with you. I'm glad you asked that question. Let's see. Adina, thank you for doing this now. Roberta just signed up. Fantastic. Moxie, are you sure anyone can do this? So I have to tell you that question's a very, very popular one. And yes, when I upfront said it's newbie friendly, you can start from scratch, no tech background needed, no big lists on social media, no big followings, right? You don't have to have this big email list. You literally could have been in your business for years and had no success. And you're like, I really have to get this going. Or maybe I just started, right? Maybe you have no more market left. This is perfect for you because literally from a boosted post, we could get 20, 30, 40, 60, 100 different leads coming to you this next week. So absolutely anybody can do this. I have not yet met a member in our university that said this is too hard. It's too technically challenging or things like that. I just make that promise to you up front, right? You got 7 days to check it out. Okay. Stephanie, yes, thank you. I'll be asking lots of questions. Okay. Katrina, this is what I really need. Fantastic. Judy, how quickly do answers come? So we make a guarantee that you get an answer. We answer all questions inside the group, emails that are sent to us within 24 hours. But that's a guarantee, right? But many, many, many questions you're asking in the group, they get answered, very, very quickly. Depending on what time of day you answer, right? You might, if you ask a question, at 8 o'clock at night, you might not get an answer till 10 o'clock the next morning, right? It happened to be overnight. So, but we answer every single question within 24 hours. I guarantee that. Yolanda, I already signed up and going right into the fast track steps. Oh, fantastic. Wow. So guys, here's what I want to do. I want to make sure, let me just, as I end this right here, I'm going to take my picture off. I want you to see the testimonials that are up here and on the screen, because this is the kind of reaction I want you to have. David, I got to say Practical Social Media University, the best purchase of the year. Michael, I spent so much money all over the business. I should have started with PSMU first. Tom, just do it. It's the best training out there. Lisa, I've trained under the gurus in the industry. Steve is the cream of the crop. So Melanie, the orange presenter that we talked about and what she was saying about the training earlier, she said, look, all the top presenters, they've all done trainings, right, with top gurus in the industry, because it's important. If you do nothing, how can you expect and learn nothing new? How can you expect new changes to happen in the business? So what I want to do here, I want to thank you for spending your time here with us. I want to thank you because you've taken out of your busy life time to invest in your business. Just like Melanie was talking about, right? You have to invest in learning to get a return back on your business. What I want to do is extend that, extend the learning, and me personally work with you. So I just want to say thanks. Thanks for coming on. Thanks for investing your time. Thanks for listening. And I hope to be working with you in the university soon. Just go to practicalsocialmedia.com/Younique, and everything is immediately right there at your fingertips and us there to help you. All right, everybody, have a great rest of your day, and I hope to be working with you soon.